right, so let me get started. This year, we won the Wellness Company of the Year in the recent 11th Asia CEO Awards Forum. For us, it could be the most meaningful award one can get in light of the current health crisis that the world is facing. It reaffirms our commitment and passion for our people. So allow me to tell you the story on how we got here. So back in March, I was on a call with the senior leaders of the company and with our CEO, Chris Caldwell. ECQ has just been implemented due to COVID-19, leaving a lot of employees and families locked in their homes. Chris asked us, what do you think our people need at this point? That conversation gave light to some of the initiatives which our staff have enjoyed at the time they needed the most. Thinking of how we can get the funds, and if such a bold move makes sense for a company as big as ours, we reflected on it. Anchored from our culture, we have to keep doing the right thing for our people. This is how the journey of our Concentrix Wellness program began. So as the country's largest private employer, Concentrix takes the total well-being of each of its employees to heart. At the core of what we do lies the physical, mental, and social welfare of our 85,000 strong workforce in our 45 office locations. We are fanatical about our clients and our staff. It isn't just a byline, but we stand by this value every time we, as leaders, make plans, decide, and even stretch to be able to continue providing support for our staff. We needed to make quick decisions for programs that represent both real-time and long-term needs. Wellness programs are often seen as good-to-have projects, not merely a necessity and just a feather on the hat. In this time, when most companies would opt to cut down on their spending through reduction in workforce or other initiatives, Concentrix Philippines chose to invest more in the total well-being of its people. We wanted our wellness programs not to be a one-time event, not done merely because of pandemic, but to be deeply embedded in our culture, to be holistic, ensuring we cover all dimensions of wellness. Health and safety of our staff is our priority. Being the largest employer also comes with a big responsibility to our people, to their families and our country. During the pandemic, we continue to provide them the opportunity to earn a livelihood for themselves and their families. That said, for those working on site, it is extremely important that we keep them safe and that they follow the safety protocols we have established. For those who were asked to be on self-quarantine, we have CNX Cares program to take care of them. We invested significant effort and resources for our staff's health and safety, and seeing that the situation is truly unprecedented, each program is created to help our staff cope with their work and personal situations. Innovation became an enabler, and that helped us operationalize some of our programs too. We've also provided financial support that help make both ends meet for some of our people, just when it's needed. You know, when ECQ began, many of our staff were temporarily unable to work. Some may have been stuck in their provinces, some were not allowed to go outside by their parents, or some have fears going back to work. We also have staff who are able to work and some were affected by COVID. We supported all of them in different ways based on their personal situation. Fear and anxiety about a new disease and what could happen could be overwhelming and may cause strong emotions and could affect one's mental health condition. The degree of impact on every person could actually vary depending on some factors such as personal situation or one's ability to cope up effectively on their challenges. Based on the World Health Organization data, the annual cost to the global economy in lost productivity related to depression and anxiety is $1 trillion. So you see, mental health conditions could actually be costly if you don't give attention to it. It may impact recruitment, performance, productivity, and retention. So this year, we have put in more focus on our mental wellness initiative, one that requires commitment and involvement of all our HR staff being the wellness partners, our vendor for professional support, and most importantly, our leaders who have daily interactions with our staff. At Concentrix, the number of interactions between our staff and our EAP partners have doubled on the second month of implementation and has actually increased over time. 60% of the interactions are about anxiety and depression. So finally, during those times when they feel physically tired, hopeless, disconnected, we've got their days covered through our Perks program. This program has been existing pre-COVID, and in 2019, the program was able to forge mutually beneficial partnerships with more than 100 partners nationwide. And we have estimated more than 1 billion pesos of savings for our staff. We know that being on lockdown and having staff working remotely or on-site restricted their ability to be connected. So since the pandemic hits us, we have revamped this program, making it virtual while still supporting the social needs of our staff and even their families. We've actually lined up thematic activities for our staff that allows our people to be socially connected, divert their attention into something hopeful, positive, something new, and one that makes them feel they are not alone in this journey. So you see, Concentrix not only preserved the jobs, but also invested on our staff's total well-being. Other than being the Wellness Company of the Year, our internal metrics topped our wellness story. Given the investments we made, we were able to keep our staff whole and supported. And as a result, we were able to maintain a 97% staff retention rate. Employee satisfaction rating reached an all-time high of 4.36 out of a 5-point scale. Our people also became our best recruiters, and our ERP contributed to more than 40% of all our new hires. Taking care of exceptional Filipino talent could be a Herculean task for some, especially in the current health crisis. But we did not falter. Instead, it made us work harder and invest in our staff. This serves as our commitment to improving the quality of life of our people and their families, leading them and the entire community to the future of the BPO industry, into our one bold future. And for us in HR, we do things that could make a huge impact to a person's life. Through our role, we have the opportunity to amplify the impact, especially at the time when a person needs it the most. And when we do that, we are not only doing our job, but also are being socially responsible human beings. Therefore, our staff's well-being should be non-negotiable. It requires focus in the new age of working, even when this health crisis is over. This pandemic has taught us a lot. We have done things we have never experienced doing in the past. It serves as a reminder that holistic well-being is important. One that's aligned to the needs of the people. Finally, remember to be kind, to put our hearts on every plan and action that we are doing. We as leaders should lead the way in taking care of our staff. Thank you.